Morning everyone. As you can see, it's lovely and wet. It's a Tuesday, Snap-on Tuesday today. We've had pretty much probably 48 hours of rain, so everywhere's going to be flooded. Today we've got a BMW X5 coming in. A guy called Jamie. He had another X5 which was stolen from his house. There was a spate of thefts in Swindon and loads of keyless entry cars got nicked, including his Beamer. So obviously insurance had paid out. He's bought another one and he's having this one tracked and protected for theft and things like that, so they won't be able to move it. But today we've got to do an upgrade on the audio, so it's having a Kicker Key 200.4 for the speakers. We're doing a downward firing 10 twin box. It's got the Comp RT and the radiated subwoofer in it. And we're doing a Kicker Key 500.1. So it should give the standard audio a really good boost. Some bass, some more mid, some more treble. But obviously we're integrating with the standard unit, which will be clever, nice, all that good stuff. It's a Snap-on Tuesday, so obviously Jody should be coming down today. I'm hoping he is, and we should have some tool purchases, see what's on the van, see what we can buy. I am loving my my cam. I get what you're saying, Jerry. It does need one on the right hand side now, doesn't it, just to be equal, so we can have the full 4 cameras going. But it was more the parking camera for this side that was quite important. But I love it. It's great. So a rainy Tuesday. We've had lots of comments in the comment section, lots of interaction, which I love. Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate that. Need to get some breakfast. Bacon roll, maybe a coffee, or something sweet, maybe a donut, I don't know. We've got a few more subscribers. Welcome everyone, thank you for pressing the button, I appreciate it. I removed a negative comment this morning, just because we don't need to see that shit. Somebody obviously had a bee in their bonnet, some silly little child, so I took off his comment because it just wasn't needed. Or welcome for that matter. I like a positive vibe in the morning, and seeing that this morning was just a bit like, someone's butt hurt about something, so I've removed the comment and he's now disappeared from the channel. But everyone that bothers to comment and write something positive or informative or whatever, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Time for breakfast. I'll see you in a bit.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
So Joe's not coming, he's on a bloody course. So Snap-on is MIA at the minute. What a pisser. We wanted some tool therapy today, didn't we? Anyway, I've got to unbox this stuff, so let's get on with that. Pioneers, 250s, a load of DAF aerials, and 2 body mount, roof mount whip antennas. What's this? Ford Ranger camera retention. Cool, that's for a job this week. Next, two JVC car plates. Mercedes-Benz kit for an SLK. ThinkWare dash cam. TT Audi kit for this weekend. A couple more Pioneers. Got to keep them stacked up at the minute, we're running out of stock. Cool. Just need the rest of the Ford kit now. Morning everyone, how are we? So we've just taken delivery of our X5, it's an M50D. So some nice carbon touches on it, things like the wheel arch vents, carbon, some dash pieces which are carbon fibre, obviously the standard surround stuff. This is basic audio, so we have a mid-range in the door, little 10cm, and then under the seats there are some little 8-inch subs under here, but they're not very good. And then in the back again we've got a mid-range speaker, and that's pretty much it for this system. The rear speakers are kind of on their own, and then the fronts are wired together, so that basically acts as more like the high-end speaker, and that basically acts like the mid-range driver, although it's a bit bassier than a normal mid, to kind of give a bit of depth into the car, but it's still... So I've been in already, I've dug out my customers' bits and bobs, some panels, battery cover, that's now out. We've got a fuse box over there, we've got our factory amplifier just here, it's only a baby, but this will have like a 4-channel out, which is running the under-seat subs, the rear speakers, whatnot. So we're going to take our ins and outs off of this. We'll then run outputs basically to all the speakers inside the car, and then tune it from the key on top of the driver's side headrest here. And then subwoofer will go in the back. We'll have the 500.1 running into it from a rear signal, a full range signal in the boot, and then we're going to run the bass controller down to the front, so he's got a fun knob, a twisty. So that's basically this system starting. We've got some bracketry up here that I've already removed, which was holding the factory amp kind of backward like this. And what we're going to do, we're going to build off of this, but we'll have a support which is going to house the key, the 500.1, all nice and neatly in the boot. It's a downward firing 10, so we've basically got that one over there, which is going to lay across the boot floor. That will give him his bass, but obviously from the back you'll see the kicker logo, you'll see a box, you'll see nothing of the amplifiers, only the bass knob in the front, which we're going to hide. So a fairly stealth install, it'll be nice and clean, but it's going to be really good and sound effective for what it is, basically simple stuff. So I'm going to be in with this one, and I will come back to you in a mo. See you in a bit. Right then, so first job, we've got the pack audio tester. This will basically emit a signal and I can control on here. And I've got that plugged into the wiring, and then I can basically do tests to see which speakers I'm activating, and then I'll get my pad, write all the information down, so I've got basically like a wiring loom of how I know I'm going to do it and set it up. Cool, right? Yes. Alright everybody, how are we doing? So we're progressing well with the BMW. I've finally done all my wiring. And we've got all our amplification in, kicker key 500, 200.4, ins and outs from the factory amplifier, and bass subs there, kicker downward firing RT10s. We've got our bass controller in, and I've hidden that one just there. So he's got bass control. I don't want to drill it higher on the dash because it would be evident, but this panel can be replaced cheaply enough. It's just a bit of plastic, but that will give him some bass control. And now we just need to run the test tracks through the key 200.4. We'll get the pink noise on, get that processed first, and then we'll move on to the kicker 500.1 to get the bass sorted. And then it's tuning the thing up, putting it all back together, phoning the customer and telling him he's got something nice for his birthday. You'd be happy with that for your birthday, wouldn't you? A little question somebody asked me actually, why don't I use heat shrink and why don't I use heat shrink and I use tape instead? The reason is, right, is with heat shrink it's very thin, like really thin, and sometimes if you've got a sharp end to a wire it'll poke through the heat shrink, and I've experienced problems before where engineers have done that and then the wire has kind of rubbed onto a metal body and the little pin at the back has caused a problem through the heat shrink. So the reason why I use amalgamating tape and then PVC is because I monitor and I warrant how thick my covering is, and when I'm wrapping it I'm feeling it with my fingers and I know how thick it is and where everything is covered, whereas heat shrink you tend to heat it and leave it alone because it's hot, you don't touch it, and therefore if you've got a snag out the back of the cabling that you don't know about, it will then cause a problem. There is no real right and wrong way to do it. Heat shrink works, amalgamating tape works, but I've just learnt with these two more than anything. So that's why I do it. You still end up with a safe you know, cable, but I just prefer heat shrink and amalgamating tape. Yes, right, let's get cracking. Lunchtime. So we're just starting to set up on the key. It's doing its little funky beeps and bongs. Come back to you in a minute. So we're all done with the Beamer, sounds quite nice. I'm gonna give the guy a call now and get him to come and pick it up. It's his birthday present, so happy birthday, Jamie. Enjoy. Cheers, mate. Right then, everyone. It's the end of Tuesday, not a snap on Tuesday, unfortunately.
Boo! You stink!
Really gutted about that, but hey ho. Jody's got a train, so he's doing some training today, so he's unavailable to come and see us. A bit rubbish, but it is what it is. Beamer's been picked up, so that was Jamie, a guy I've known for quite some years. It was his birthday present from his missus. So a pretty cool birthday present if you ask me. A load of kicker audio. I'd say that's pretty much a win in anyone's eyes. But we're done for today. I've had a chance to do a little tidy up. Oh, just getting ready to go home. Taking the cube home. I've got to get some more boxes home for wifey. Want to move house. She's in the motions of packing up our lives into boxes so the house looks decluttered for when people come and look at it. She says it makes a difference for selling a house. I don't know. We've had some pool up here this afternoon as well. The boys have been quiet next door, so we've been ranting it out on the pool table, playing each other. It's been quite fun. So all in all, a very good day. Oh, I've got to leave the card machine on. Needs to do an update tonight. Steak for tea. Meat fest. That's going to be good. But yes, a good day nonetheless. It wasn't a snap on Tuesday, but to be fair, it gave me extra time to concentrate on getting the kicker build all done and lovely, and it sounds spesh and he loves it. Happy boy. Gave him a kicker koozie as well as a little birthday present. We've got quite a busy week coming up, lots of stuff in. That was the kind of second kicker big job this week, but we've got more stuff coming, and I think the rain's due to kind of hold off for a bit, so we might get out in the Lotus, do some runs up to caffeine or something over the weekend. But until then, I'll see you bright and early tomorrow for our chat. See ya.
You told me you had subscribed to ASC Audio and now you've missed an episode.